Hey guys, welcome back and thank you for tuning in. I'm Frank, your host here at the Emerald Scale, official YouTube home of Emerald Scale Exotics, and you're tuning into a little feeding video here from my baby leopard geckos. So, these little girls are all tongue fed. Pretty much the reason why I do that is to keep them a little more personable, a little more tame. That way they recognize they're human as a source of food, not a source of fear. So, just so you guys can see this here, I tongue feed all my little babies as well as all my adults, and that way I make sure that they're all getting a good amount of food, make sure that everybody's eating at least to standard. So if you do this, you'll notice that not every gecko will eat every single day, and that is fine. Sometimes they'll eat just one, and that'll be satisfying enough, and you can hold off to feed them till the next day. But for me, this is a lot more time consuming, but a little more efficient at what I aim at doing here. Just want to make sure everybody gets a meal, gets some nutrition in them, and stays relatively tame, isn't completely freaked out by human interaction. So yeah, that is that for these girls. Let me show you. Well, actually maybe that is not that. Okay, so I was feeding them earlier. I've literally attempted to make this video about 5 or 6 times now, but I'm not happy with the focusing because I'm not really focusing on the shooting so much as feeding. As you can see, I'm using metal tip tongs. You want to be really careful when you're doing this with leopard geckos. If you're going to use metal tip, I do not recommend it for somebody who really has not done this, as you can really badly judge the distance that these little guys can strike, and you don't want to really let them strike the tong. You want to do your best to angle the worm and let them just strike the worm. So it's a lot better that way, and as you can see, my geckos never really bite the tong. That way they don't hurt their teeth and all that good stuff. So with that, if you want to know what I'm doing here, I am dusting the worms. So I dust every worm from my little ones. My big ones, they'll usually let me know. They'll refuse dusted worms and they'll take on non-dusted, and that's pretty much telling me that they have had enough of their calcium and their vitamins. If you guys haven't watched my prior leopard gecko videos, this powder stuff here that I have, this is not just calcium, it's calcium powder with vitamin D3. It also has Aid, which is I believe it's called a different name now, but pretty much the same formula. It's a calorie powder. It's a high calorie powder, I guess, what do you call it, appetite stimulant with enhanced vitamins and minerals type of thing. So it's packs in a lot of protein. It packs in some other things that general vitamin powders don't, and it's usually used for sick geckos who are not feeding very well, or any other sick reptile, insectivore that is not feeding very well, just to get them stimulated and to give their body a little added nutrition. So I mix that in with my calcium powder with vitamin D3 because these guys do not get UV light, and to help them synthesize the calcium in their bodies, you have to add the calcium powder with vitamin D3. That way they can get the full value of what you're feeding them. So here you go, little girl. Oh, so you gotta be careful. She got the tong a little bit, and I really don't like them to bite the tongs, but I don't like them to free feed either. This way I kind of keep a handle on fights too. They don't really fight over the same worm. I don't have to worry about them biting each other or anything like that. because even though they're not aggressive as females to each other, even males, when they're younger, they might bully a little bit, but they really won't be aggressive. But they can fight over food. So I kind of do this to mediate, just because I like to. So yeah. Yeah guys, thank you for tuning in. That's just been a quick feeding video. I'm actually going to get down to business and feed a little better because this video has been very shaky, but I thank you for bearing with, and I hope you took away a few tips about the calcium powder here with the vitamin supplements and the Reptade, and stay tuned for more updates. I will be definitely doing an instructional video for pretty much all the animals that I own, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, so far I've pretty much had all basic videos just showing you how I keep these guys, what I do with them on a day-to-day basis. This is it. I will be spot cleaning that over there, but I just wanted to bring you real live action here. This is what happens in pet keeping. So it's not all these beautiful, wonderful enclosures that you guys always see. And yes, we do our best to try to dress the set, so to speak, but this is real life here, folks. This is what it looks like, and that's what you gotta clean also on a daily basis or every other day basis. And when you have 2 geckos per drawer, it can be a pretty messy job. So thank you very much, guys. I appreciate all the ratings, comments, subscriptions, and I do my best to get back to every single one of you. Please send me any questions or any concerns that you might have, and I will do my best to get back as soon as possible. Thank you so much, and peace out.